Hi, my name's Anuluakwala Bodeprego Bayanu. I am a youth ambassador for Fresh Approach, and what I'm doing today is a recipe from my home country, Nigeria, and it's a very popular dish that if you literally bring it up and say, oh, Nigeria, I like jollof rice, they'll be like, oh my god. So it's one of the most popular dishes in my country, as well as a lot of countries in Africa as well. And I think I already said the name, but it is called jollof rice. And yeah, this video is basically to show you how I personally make my own how I personally make it on my own. People make it differently, but usually it does come back together to taste the same. But I do make a certain way, inspired by my mom, my aunt who cooks also, and a bit of YouTube videos. But yes, that's what my video is gonna go to. So, how to make Nigerian jollof rice. I'm gonna go step by step showing you how to make the rice. So these are what we're gonna need. We're gonna need tomato, garlic, ginger, bell pepper, half a cup of oil, tomato paste, habanero pepper in case you like it spicy, onions, the seasoning, and yeah, this is me chopping it. So basically I chopped it and I put paprika on it to give it a more smoky flavor because I like my jollof rice smoky. Then put it in the oven. And I wanted to just have a smoky flavor. And for me, I put the heat for 375. I don't have a great oven. Next step, I used beef broth. Instead of beef, I actually used goat broth, and I put the seasoning, the chicken seasoning in it, as well as you can see, I would recommend, depending on how much you would like your flavor to come out more, you could use it. You could put one, and again, I'm a very much spice person, and I would put habanero in mine. But make sure you put ginger and garlic as well to make your broth more flavorful. But if you're also vegetarian, there are also vegetarian broth that I've kind of heard of. Or you could just use water as well. Then you also put onions and mix it up all together. Make sure everything mixes up, just so it's like the meat is flavorful in case you want to eat the meat anyway. Then you're gonna pour water in it. You're gonna pour a lot of water to make sure the seasoning goes into the water so it brings out the meat broth and the flavor. So I put like 3 cups of water. Next, we're gonna wash our rice. Please make sure you wash your rice and get as much dirt as you can out. But yeah, that's what I did. Then as you can see, next I washed out as much as I can, but then we're gonna parboil it. It's to further wash the rice, but the heat will take out most of the dirt out, which is why I am parboiling it. That's usually how me and my family try getting more dirt out of the rice. So yeah. Next, after baking it for me, I baked it for 30 minutes because my oven is very bad, but depending on how your oven is, but I usually like that smoky flavor. Then you put it in a blender to blend it all out. Ignore it, and you put water in it before you blend it. Make sure the water is at least almost full in it, but not too full so it doesn't overflow. Then next, as you can see, it's blending, and this is the consistency you want. You want it to like be blended and smooth. So the next one is the rice. After you parboil it, you pour it into something and wash. Make sure you rinse it more out because the parboiling took out a lot of the dirt. So it's better to rinse it all out. And I'm sorry I don't have a good bowl for it, but you use it to rinse it all out. Rinse out the dirt. So now we're gonna get our pot for the main thing. We are gonna first pour our oil in. the half a cup of oil, depending on the batch you're making. The reason why I put half a cup of oil is because it's a lot of rice. It's gonna last me a whole week, so I put that in. You can reduce the oil if you would like, but I only did this because I like my paste to melt. So you let it heat up for a little. Make sure you have chopped onions and throw them in and just let it fry a little. Just let it fry a little. And you are gonna put the tomato paste in, which is to at least give it change the color of the oil and give it more smoky flavor. Make sure you stir it because sometimes pots can be tricky, but make sure you stir it just so it melts together. As you can tell, I'm a huge fan of smoky flavor, so I add a bit of paprika to it because smoky is great for me. I just love smoky flavor food. Just make sure you're mixing and you're stirring it so everything, depending on the pot you have. If you have a non-stick pan, you should be good, but it's still good to mix it. But I don't have a non-stick pan, so it's good to just mix it up. After it's finished frying and started to look right, we're gonna pour the blended vegetables we used into the pot. Mix the tomato paste and the vegetable sauce together. Then you're gonna put like 1.5 spoon of seasoning. We are gonna put the broth in and mix it all together. Also, I forgot to show a clip of it, but I did put 1.5 spoon of the chicken seasoning as well as ginger and garlic. So I kind of put it off camera, so don't forget to put as much as you like. If you're a huge garlic person, you can put as much as you like, but not too much. Then after we let it cook for 5 to 7 minutes, we're just gonna make sure we stir it so we're not missing any of those flavor in any spot. But again, it is a sauce, or a stew as I would call it, but yeah. Next, we're gonna pour the rice in. Make sure the rice is not, I also wanted to clarify, the rice cannot be soft. When you parboil the rice, make sure it's at least not too hard, but also hard enough so it cooks farther. And also, after this, we're gonna cover it up with foil paper and the cover. This is it 10 to 15 minutes after being cooked. Then voila, this is the closing to the end, but this is basically the end of what the rice looks like. It's still gonna cook a little longer because I like making sure everything, the water part is gone. But this is me making the protein for the rice. So I chose chicken. I used the chicken seasoning, paprika, and habanero because I love spice again. And we put 1 spoon of the seasoning, paprika, and spice to make it flavorful and marinate for 15 minutes. Then we put it on the pan to put it in the oven just so it bakes it and cooks it. That's basically what the juice is showing. This is it after, but I wasn't personally satisfied with the crunchiness because I love crunchy chicken, so I did use air fryer to fully just air fry the outer part. But if you prefer an air fryer too, that's fine. But if you just rather bake yours, you can bake it however you like, your preference. This is just gonna be my preference, but you can bake it however you like, however you bake your chicken, if you like it very soft, if you like it harder, your choice. And also, I just want to keep in mind that the spice is optional. I just like my spice a lot. That's why I have spice in mine, so spice is optional. And there we have it. This is the plate of the rice served with the chicken. I really hope this video really helped, but this is basically the final product. As you can see, the air fried chicken came out. Like, I baked it, but also air fried it because like I said, crunchy. But thank you guys so much for watching my video.